and the lines are so dope. Listen for lessons I'm saying inside music.
Monday Night Raw, a lot went down, and I want to see how quick I can get to everything, literally. Show started off with a great tribute to Paul Bearer. It was great. It was seeing some of those moments, and then throughout the night they were showing moments of Paul Bearer. My fondest memories of Paul Bearer has to be pretty much around the time when I first started watching wrestling. And it was Undertaker. He was away from Paul Bearer, and Paul Bearer was sending him messages about Kane still being alive, Kane coming back. Just the whole backstory on the relationship between Undertaker and Kane. That whole storyline is still today my favorite storyline in wrestling of all time. And Paul Bearer had a great part in that, and I'll always remember that. Undertaker comes out, pays his respects to Paul Bearer, which was just a great moment. Of course, gets interrupted by CM Punk, which I couldn't believe they did that. I was thinking that even that's pretty low. And CM Punk's talking crap until Kane, during the break, came out and went after CM Punk. And I thought that was great. I was wondering if they were going to address that Paul Bearer was, on TV, Kane's father. And the character being dead, I wondered if they were going to do something with that, and they did. Kane was pissed off. He was looking for Punk all through backstage. First match of the night was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus The Big Show. First ever one-on-one match for a Shield member, but the match didn't really happen. They all attacked Big Show. Big Show had moments fighting back, but Shield took him out. Very impressive. Daniel Bryan versus Dolph Ziggler was the real first match of the night, and wow, if this wasn't the match of the night, it was phenomenal. Really phenomenal. I really didn't know who was going to win. It was going either way. Dolph ultimately got the win. Then we had the New Age Outlaws, a second return for them, second week in a row, versus the Rhodes Scholars. And I was looking forward to this match, and I was into the match, and I was liking it until Brock Lesnar came out. I really wasn't expecting Brock to come out at all, and he took out the Outlaws like that. And Paul Heyman, speaking for Lesnar, said yes to Triple H. Their WrestleMania match is on. Indeed, awesome. Mark Henry then just destroys Kofi Kingston. Quick match. I'm sitting there the whole time like, wasn't they pushing Kofi Kingston just a short, quick months ago? But I don't know. I feel like every time Kofi gets a push, he then just loses it and it's back on a losing streak. Then later on, when Ryback was wrestling Heath Slater, Mark Henry came out again, and they both decimated Drew McIntyre. Feel bad for him. And I was looking forward to this match to happen at WrestleMania, and then all of a sudden later on they announced, oh, it's going to happen on SmackDown. I'm like, what? You're just like 3 or so weeks away from WrestleMania and you're just going to have this match then? Wow. Good job, guys. I was pretty happy, though, backstage when you had the Rhodes Scholars talking. Actually, Cody Rhodes was talking to Caitlyn. I don't know what's going to go on there. I don't know if they're going to start going out or what. But then the Bellas made a return. They said that, yeah, this Divas division is desperate and needs them, and I will agree with them. We did need them, and I'm very interested. I'm very curious to see what they're going to bring to the division. Glad to have them back. Alberto Del Rio versus Antonio Cesaro. It was a good match. In fact, this is what I wanted to happen when SmackDown voted for this match before. My only complaint is that Alberto constantly wins with that armbar. And I'm not against him beating Antonio because he's the world champion. I just feel like Alberto needs to find different ways to beat people. You can't make every single person tap out to this move. Antonio, he didn't strike me as a guy who would tap out that quickly to an armbar. He needs more moves, finisher moves. Rhodes Scholars got a second match since their first match didn't really happen. They fought Randy Orton and Sheamus. Good match. They lost to Orton and Sheamus. During that commercial, something else happened. Shield comes out, attacks them, and so they've now attacked Orton, Sheamus, and Big Show. I think it's pretty obvious we're going to get a six-man tag at WrestleMania. We're just waiting for it to get official. Chris Jericho comes back from his tour with Fozzy, which was cool. He had the highlight reel. Miz was on there, and they were promoting the Marine 3. Then Wade Barrett came out to promote his Dead Man Down. WWE is really promoting these movies hard. And then Brad Maddox comes out, which, I don't know, some people find him annoying. I find him pretty damn funny. When he made the match, it took him like 7 minutes to make this match. It was Jericho versus The Miz. Winner gets to fight Wade Barrett next week on Raw for the Intercontinental title. No one won the match because Barry interfered, so next week it's a triple threat. That's pretty cool. I'm a little surprised again that they're not saving this for WrestleMania. but hopefully they have bigger and better plans for Mania. Zeb Coulter came out with Swagger to talk. Like, it was supposed to be Swagger versus Sin Cara. But man, did Zeb Coulter not talk for like 10 fucking minutes? I'm sitting there like, okay, I get it. They're selling this whole character, the storyline, that the whole we're against people crossing the border. Like, I get it, and I'm kind of into it. But damn, if you can't waste any more time talking, saying the same stuff that you've been saying, like, let me see Swagger and Sin Cara wrestle for a few minutes. That would have been interesting. Of course, Swagger made him tap out pretty quickly. Then they show this quick vignette, I guess you could call it, where Holly Berry was being interviewed about the Call movie, another movie that they're promoting like crazy. And then Otunga calls her, says he gave her number out, and then Kane calls her and says he's been stalking her, saying her emails, fan mails. I'm like, really? Did they think that would be funny? And it ruins the current thing that we have going on in the show right now, where Kane's pissed off, and he's an angry monster, just like he should be. He faces CM Punk in the main event. No disqualification match. Really cool match. I was trying to think, when was the last time we had a no DQ hardcore-esque match, especially in the main event of Raw? No John Cena or Rock tonight. They really went at it, and Undertaker with the distraction gives Kane the win. I was surprised. I'm glad Kane got the win because it was sort of a tribute to Paul Bearer situation, but I was still surprised that they let Kane beat CM Punk because he's going into the Mania match with Undertaker. Then Kane and Undertaker had that moment where they both paid tribute to Paul Bearer, which was awesome, and I was loving it. Punk, of course, has to attack Kane with the urn. He leaves with the urn and disrespects, I don't know if he disrespected Paul Bearer, but he still sort of disrespected the whole thing. Monday Night Raw, for what it's worth, you know, you didn't have Rock, you didn't have Cena, which, whatever, but I still think for what they did, it was a good show. It was a great tribute night, pretty much, all the way around to Paul Bearer. I really enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of Raw and what you think of Paul Bearer. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Later!